It can take us and our dreams to the farthest corners of the globe.
You kind of almost felt like a pioneer because guess what? We're into the jet age.
All that from a hunk of metal with wings, a flying machine that made its debut some 50 years ago. Put her down. Whee! The joy of air travel. Being able to wing away to places far and near in a matter of moments, or 2 or 3 hours. It's a beautiful luxury we all take for granted. The glamour, the beauty, the harsh reality. Today, air travel for most of us is little more than a giant glorified commuter bus in the sky, whisking us away on discount dreams.
The question I think that begs to be answered is, how does a hunk of metal that weighs almost 1 million pounds come to fly?
It's all thanks to the jet engine, an innovation that moved airplanes from the ordinary to the extraordinary. Air travel would never be the same.
Here's your drink, Mr. Douglas.
Oh,
Enjoy.
thank you.
Hey, that's Frank Whittle. You know who Frank Whittle is? He was this young Air Force officer who's credited with filing the first patent on a jet engine.
Back in the 1930s, propeller planes were doing a good job of taking people and cargo across the Atlantic. Yep, they were doing a good job, but not a great job. And the propeller plane would never be great, at least not in terms of speed and range. Whittle's great idea? Use gasoline to fuel the jet engine. Whittle and his team spent much of the 30s in the lab trying their invention. Whittle's engine finally took off, with a plane attached, in 1941.
This works on the same premise as this here little balloon. You fill the balloon up, and then you hold the opening closed, and the hot air inside the balloon produces pressure on the material of the balloon, and then when you release the balloon,
the air under pressure escapes at the stem and propels the balloon in the opposite direction. Inside the jet engine, a fan at the front sucks air into the compressor. Next step, the compressed air is sprayed with fuel, which creates a spark that ignites the mixture. The burning gases rapidly expand, and as the gases blast out of the nozzle at the end of the engine and the aircraft attached to it are thrust forward. There's a whole whack of technology packed into a jet engine, and thankfully those who work on it are extremely well trained. So much so that when work needs to be done, well, it's not exactly like dropping your car off at the shop, is it?
how long have you been doing this, Ken?
Oh, 29 years.
Have you seen a lot of differences, like in these engines, or are they pretty close to what they were?
Well, they're doing the same function they were doing years ago, but they're just doing it a lot more efficiently, a lot more cleanly, and much more geared to computerization.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is it as mechanical as it once, or are they more?
No, much less mechanical.
So do you do oil changes on these?
Don't usually change the oil very often. The engine consumes oil at a normal
so
rate, at a fixed rate, like a known rate. So because it leaks past some of the seals in certain places, that's normal. And it's very minimal, but it's normal. So say when this would fly from Taipei or something, it would land in Toronto. And we might have to throw about anywhere from 3 to 5 liters in an engine, like typically.
That's better than my truck.
The modern jet plane really came of age in the 1950s, and Canada entered the foray with its Avro Jet project, which in 1951 was breaking speed records while offering room for 52 passengers. Things really took off with the introduction of the first commercial Boeing 707 in 1958. The debut flight was from New York to Paris. Passengers could now fly overseas in less time than it took to travel by train from Toronto to, Ottawa.
Next, please. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Where are you
Good.
flying to?
Montreal. Is this okay? I just have my driver's license.
Just your photo ID is fine.
Is it a good photo, do you think?
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so I'll give you your boarding pass, and it's
Okay.
a window seat, row 17A.
Okay.
And the gate number is 126. You're going to go straight ahead that way where it says gates.
Okay.
To your right.
126. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
You too, bye.
London Tower calling Pan American Clipper 61. The jet literally revolutionized the way the world would view travel. Tiny airfields and airports that once serviced only military and cargo made way for big modern structures that eventually could accommodate hundreds of planes in a single day.
When the trim, smiling hostess appears in the doorway, you know everything is shipshape on board. A warm welcome for everyone from the pretty girl in the trim uniform.
I can remember being sort of singled out on the street and people would say, there's a stewardess, you know. Oh yes, it was fun. It had some prestige to it.
It was exciting because you felt you were part of a new era in flying, if you will. You know, you kind of almost felt like a pioneer because guess what? You know, we're into the jet age. They had a flight training school in Montreal, and it was a 6-week course, and you learned a little bit of everything, a lot about scheduling, geography, airline terminology.
We had a whole day with a session with the makeup. We didn't recognize ourselves when we got out of there. We had to have a permed hair. We had to wear a girdle. We were all nurses then, of course. We had to be registered nurses. And if you'd gone through nurses training, stewardessing looked pretty good.
Is this your first flight? No, my last.
We had to quit, and we signed a paper to say we would quit if we were either 32, married, or pregnant. We kind of hoped to get in the right order, you know. But, but we thought 32 would never come.
They also never thought they'd see the day when men would join their ranks. Well, it happened in the 1970s.
Okay, you're gonna show them how to buckle. Okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna show them how to tighten it with the strap. And then you wanna show them that they have to lift the buckle to release it.
So you have to do that clearly. That's
Yeah.
the part that hangs them up, right?
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's just, I know it's for my benefit when I'm flying,
Okay.
but it is slightly insulting at the same time. It's like instructions on shampoo.
It
they're
has
there.
to be done. It's mandatory. And you'd be surprised how many people don't know how.
No.
Okay, especially releasing it. It's different from a car seat belt. Very different.
Okay.
Life vest. Okay, so you slip it over your head. Okay, wrap the belt around your waist. To inflate it, you can use the 2 toggles in the front or the oral inflation tubes that are within each panel.
Oh,
And we never put our mouth on them.
like that came back.
You know how you would hold it? Like this. Put your hand around it, and then you would blow, but you would be touching your own hand.
Oh, okay.
You're not putting, just to show them. Okay, so what I
Okay.
need you to do now is to go through the cabin and close all the overhead bins, and if you can, we really need a sample of the oxygen in the last cabin. So if you can go through and just try to catch the oxygen and lock it up really tight so it doesn't seep through, and just bring it back to us. The captain needs it right away.
Oh, it's from the cap?
Yeah, thanks.
There's just a whole bunch of those been.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. Seems like it would be easier to do without the life vest.
Yeah, keep going, Jeff. Keep going. Don't forget the air sample.
So apparently, experienced flight attendants are not above having a little fun with the new recruit.
You should come up with a different system for that.
Next up for me, learning how to fly one of these birds. Damn good-looking passengers. Nowadays, pilots get most of their training on the ground. in a simulator, like this.
One of the things we do with the new hires, we put them in the simulator to see if they can actually handle
check
this.
their metal.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can handle it.
So let's go check yours.
All right.
Let's go fly the bird.
Let's go like this.
Just go like this.
Let's go in like this.
Well, hopefully it'll be a little bit smoother.
I'm suddenly frightened.
This is a bit of a, you guys like do calisthenics or something, limbering exercises to get?
Nice shoes.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, so this is Lake Ontario out here, and we're in a little bit of a turn.
Yeah. And like, so is this what happens? You guys sit and adjust your seat, and this is when the plane sort of takes those dips and doodles, and you're wondering, why don't we just fly directly to Halifax?
No, we try and take off, fly as straight as we can, with as least amount of turns and up and downs as we can do, and land.
I heard chiming.
That was the flight attendant call. There's somebody probably in the back seat wants a cup of coffee.
Okay.
So if you put your hand on this little knob right here to start with, so if you go to about 250 degrees on there, and that's west, 250 degrees.
Oh, 251! There.
As soon as we roll out, then we're going to turn off the autopilot and you're going to hand fly the airplane.
Okay.
Lots of fun. Okay. Up here, the brown.
Yep,
is
ground?
The ground.
Okay.
Blue is the sky. The white bar that you see
yes,
there
okay,
is
yeah.
the horizon.
Okay.
This here, these two little tabs, represent wings of the airplane. The little square in the middle represents the nose of the airplane.
Okay, that's
and when
us.
we're flying along, you can see the airplane is flying with its nose slightly above the horizon.
And why is that?
Because of the angle of the airplane that it actually flies in, okay? So I'm going to disconnect the autopilot. Put your hands on the control column. And now you are flying the airplane.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Well, why don't we try a little turn to the right? See where that little box is?
Yeah.
Just keep that little box in the middle.
Yeah.
Keep this little box in the middle, right on that white line, and then turn. And the way you keep that little box is you push, or you pull.
Okay, okay. Okay, here we go. We're going down.
And you're going down now at 4,000 feet a minute. Almost.
Is that fast?
That's pretty fast.
So if I was coming into Pearson, they'd be like clearing the track, the firemen would be coming out?
They would be moving airplanes out of your way right now.
That's the way to do it, though. Why wait? Right?
Flight simulator computer technology has given rise to a new kind of pilot as well as a new kind of airline. One that's really virtual.
That's correct. Calling for taxi, plan 28 right for departure.
Pilots and air traffic controller enthusiasts can interact in the cyber world of flight simulation.
I'm not a real pilot. I'm a carpenter. I build kitchens and cabinets, bathrooms, doing renovations. This is just my hobby. In reality, this is my backyard garage.
There's some cookies for you, Dad.
Oh, thanks. That's great. Whew, that was tough. This is a replica of the 737 NG aircraft built by Boeing. I started building this aircraft a year ago. We were curious what we can achieve just back of my home shop, taking a couple of 2x4s and plywood glued together. And the end result, very impressive, as you see.
Transition altitude. Transition altitude.
Thank you.
I think with the online flying that we're seeing, which is with real air traffic controllers and pilots, you can see up to 1,000 people flying online. And I think what happens is these people want to be on at the right time so that it is busy and they're seeing people flying by them or they're having to wait to take off, and it's pretty realistic to them.
The Toronto-based company Flight Deck Solutions can build you your very own simulator if you got a few $1,000 kicking around.
This particular customer wants everything assembled, ready to go, plug and play, so we'll attach all the hardware. All the wiring and interfacing is complete, so when the customer gets it at the end, basically he'll just plug it in.
I think what happens a lot is when real pilots see our setups, they marvel at the detail that we have. This control display is no different than what they have in their office. And they'll watch us go through and program things at a speed that they do. And I think they marvel at that because we take it quite seriously the same way that they do. I think pilots deserve respect, for everything that they do. Their job is becoming more and more automated, and a lot of people think that, I could do that. But, to push a button on an autopilot or to pull back on a yoke and pull the aircraft off the ground, yes, most people could do that. Could the average person handle, an A320 with the nose wheel turned 90 degrees sideways and actually land it and bring the airplane to a complete stop? No, that's impossible. And this is where the pilots really earn their bread and butter, is under pressure in a very bad situation with many things going wrong. They will 99.985% of the time make the right decision and save everybody. And that's a huge deal. And that's something that flight simulation isn't always going to be able to encapsulate properly.
Commercial pilots have to visit the simulator every 6 months to test their skills in all conditions.
So we're coming in here.
Yep, so we're coming in, and we're going to want to go down to about 3,000 feet, and we have an engine fire.
Nice.
Okay, I have control.
Okay, you have control.
Okay, it says the right engine is on fire.
Okay.
So right fuel control switch.
Okay, and it's lit up. I'm flipping that down.
Yeah. All the way down.
Okay, it's cut off.
Okay,
Spark
right fire switch pull.
Okay, it's up.
And we watch the light, and we'll wait and see if that light goes out.
Okay, it went out.
Okay, so the fire's out.
Okay.
So that's all that we have to do.
So now we are flying on the left engine only. Now, as far as the actual maneuverability of the aircraft, now that you've got only the left engine, is it severely compromised?
No, it's not.
No?
No. The airplane is quite capable of flying with one engine. And this is one of the things that we practice when we come in with our pilots.
That's good. Put her down.
Whee!
Whee!
Bang!
That's good, man. Nice.
If you think landing one plane is tough, try landing and taking off over 1,000 planes a day. That is the very important job of the air traffic controller.
CanJet 103 tower, taxi to position, runway 33 right. Peak hours here at Pearson would be about 120 movements an hour. That's what our infrastructure will allow for now in the procedures that we can move safely. Final wind check 350 degrees, 10 knots. It's my job to land and take off airplanes. Then in addition, we get the airplanes to and from the runway. Ultimately, if we were to clear an airplane for land, if the pilot did not think it was safe to do so, the ultimate responsibility for that airplane would be the pilot on board. Air Canada 706, clear takeoff, runway 33 right, wind 350 degrees, 10 knots.
All of our data is exchanged electronically. So instead of having to talk to your adjacent controller about the position of each aircraft, we have an electronic system.
There's a lot of knowledge and a lot of training that goes behind it. The stress is actually dealing with the number of airplanes, vehicles you're talking to at a time. Air traffic controllers tend to be a little more assertive, sometimes aggressive, normally not passive, problem solvers, normally not linear thinkers. It's exciting. It's not the same job from day to day. There is repetition between certain airliners and schedules that are there, but the changing environment, the weather conditions, day, night, it's always different. I'm very comfortable flying.
Scraping the ice and snow off your car in the winter sucks. Now consider the role of the de-icing team. Any amount of frost on the aircraft, be it on the wings or the fuselage, the body of the plane, or the engine, has to be removed before takeoff.
Any ice or snow or deposits on an aircraft can affect the flow of air over the aircraft's surfaces, its lift surfaces and control surfaces. So we remove that contamination. Back in the early days of aircraft, they could just remove the snow by hand. They'd get up on the wing, sweep it off with a broom, any way that they could remove that accumulation. And as aircraft progressed, technology got better and started using fluid. It's actually two processes. The icing is the removal of frozen contamination from an aircraft. And it's actually the heat of the fluid that removes the ice. It's not the chemical itself. The chemical is used as a heat transfer. It gets to about 80 to 90 degrees Celsius. And anti-icing is the application of fluid to prevent snow and ice from adhering to the aircraft. So we give it the opportunity to get airborne, then the aircraft systems take over. Its wings and leading edges of the wings and tail are heated.
There's no doubt that the jetliner revolutionized air travel and helped to create a true global village, but mass transport doesn't appeal to everybody. Thankfully for VIPs like myself, there are private jets if you have $20 million burning a hole in your pocket.
I think that one of the biggest differences is I know who's on board. For myself, security is very important. I know it's very important to our passengers. I started off commercially and then moved my way up to corporate flying.
Well, the private jet is, of course, the jet is quieter. The engines of the aircraft are all in the back, so it allows people to work on board the aircraft.
You too can fly like a CEO for $5,000 an hour.
Okay, this is our galley where I can prepare hot and cold meals at your convenience. Down below, we also have all of our fine china. We don't use any plastic utensils or paper napkins and so forth, only the best for our clients. And we do also have a satellite telephone that our clients can use. We make it very convenient. Our clients are very busy people. Staying in touch is very important to them.
Personally, I like the availability just to walk out to the aircraft, get on board, go to point B, get off the airplane, and continue your business now.
But by golly, there's something else on the horizon. New superjets with greater fuel capacity are working towards being more environmentally friendly and can promise more comfort to their passengers. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner seats up to 290 passengers and can fly as much as 8,800 nautical miles, that's 16,300 kilometers, without refueling.
Whatever the future holds for the modern airplane, jets and jet culture are here to stay. And whether it's a big old Airbus or a cozy little cool rock and roll private jet, jets will continue to rule our skies.
Oh, hi, sir. How are you today?
Just swell. Thank you.
Unfortunately, though, this is not your hour. Flight has already left that you were booked on. 1600 is 4 p.m. and unfortunately, it is now 4:30. You lost track of time, sir?
I got wandering around. I was beguiled.
I know it's a pretty big airport. The good thing is that you're going to Montreal, so we do have a flight every hour, on the hour. So I'll take this, you have C, and I'll get you on your way. How's that sound?
Thank you.